All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Wayne's World Garage. Today we got something a little bit different. Some of you may know we have two dogs. We've got Inky over here, the black dog. Inky, say hi. Hi, Dad. CoCo, say hi. CoCo Loco and Inky, old girl. They're both female dogs. And so what the problem here is we have a small issue because we need to get these girls some dates, and not the type of dates you eat. We need to get these girls some dates. And the problem is, how do we attract the male dogs? So when you think about it, it's pretty easy. So let me show you what we're doing. So what better way to attract male dogs? What does every male dog in a neighborhood need? A fire hydrant. So in our area of Maryland, there's a yard sale every 6 months, 3 months, whatever it is. It's called the mother of all yard sales or something like that. And we don't need anything, but we went there this year, a few months ago, and they happen to have this fire hydrant. Built in 1949, and it says it's a Rensselaer made in Troy, New York. So how cool is that? Made in Troy, New York. So what I did is, you guys probably saw it, I made the little socket nut. It's a penta nut. Made that in the Bridgeport mill. That's a previous video. Took these guys off, took it all apart, sandblasted it, and painted it red and silver, because that's what color fire hydrants are. So the next step is, we went outside, we had to build a base for it once we got the flange. So let me show you what we got for the base and the flange. First of all, we needed a place to put this fire hydrant, and I didn't want to put it too close to where the road was, because then the firemen might hook up to it. Like, that's going to happen. We don't have city water. So what I needed to do is get a 6-inch flange. And frickin' Jeep gave me one, but I didn't quite like it that much. I took it all apart, but I went to the junkyard, and for 20 bucks, they gave me a 6-inch flange. It's actually a 6-inch to 10-inch flange. We dug a 30-inch hole in the ground, put the flange in there, leveled it off, filled it with concrete. It is hard as can be, and it's steel in it too. So I don't think it's going anywhere. And then I took a little bit of some 4x4s, made a little frame here. This way, if the male dogs happen to use it, there you go. So the next step now is just take the fire hydrant, set it on top of here, and bolt it down. Then Inky and CoCo, Inky, come here, curb the enthusiasm. Inky and CoCo then will be the hottest chicks in town. And they'll have everybody giving them dates. Every male dog. Inky, pay attention. Inky, are you focused? Focus. Stop wagging your tail. Oh, good girl. Yes, so this is just for you, Inky. All right, so the next step is let me lift up a fire hydrant and put it on here and see how she works. CoCo, do you like the trailer? I like the trailer, Daddy. I like the trailer, Daddy. Trailer's a good trailer. CoCo is patiently waiting for her fire hydrant so she can attract the male dogs. So this should be easy as pie. We'll take this, we'll put it on a hook on a bucket, I think, lift it up, and put it down. So let her rip, Tater Chip, let's go. Okay, so the bolts, I took off the existing flange are 3/4 inch bolts. You'd think it would be pretty standard. Sadly, you go to put these guys in and they don't quite line up. They're close, but no cigar. Since these red bolts here, or these ones I painted red, aren't working, let me just put these in here just so that it doesn't come crashing down on anybody. Alrighty, well, we'll get these little last bolts in, but just to finish things off, put these little nice caps on here. If anybody's wondering, these fire hydrants are not light. This one says Rensselaer, made in Troy, New York. Troylet, New York, where they used to build Troy-built tillers when Americans cast parts and built things out of cast iron, but not anymore. 1949. Beauties.
Unlike the base.
Unlike the base, which is made in Vietnam and Thailand.
India.
India, same thing. All right, guys, well, nothing goes quite as planned. Yesterday, I tried putting the 8 3/4 inch bolts in this thing. How hard can that be? You know, we set this on this flange, and that went pretty easily. Thank you to Paula's help and the tractor. And these flanges come with 3/4 inch bolts. Hilariously, in retrospect, it's hilarious, it wasn't at the time, the bolts didn't fit through the flange and the fire hydrant. So what's wrong there? I don't know. So fortunately, my neighbor gave us some 5/8 inch bolts, and the 5/8 inch bolts are stainless steel. It's actually all thread. I cut them down, we put washers on them, and it works perfectly. But you would think this is like an ANSI standard, you know, for plumbers and stuff like that. I'm sure there is, and I guarantee this thing was made in 1949, that in 1949, they did it the way it was supposed to be done. So the flange that's down bottom, which I mounted it to, if you look at it, part of it was made in Vietnam or Viet Cong, and part of it was made in someplace else in Asia. I don't know where it was, China. No, it wasn't China, some other place. And they welded it together. But maybe it was metric, I don't know. I don't think these are metric. I think it's a standard 6-inch flange. Regardless, we managed to UATS. Who knows what UATS is? Let me know in the comments if you do. Okay, thanks to my friend Dave for telling me what that is several years ago. But UATS, we got it figured out. I got these old ones taken out, which is hard, and we got the new ones put in. And I don't believe it's going to be tipping over anytime soon. And now Inky and CoCo are ready for the other dogs to come visit them, and they get to visit with the male dogs, and maybe they'll pick up a date one day. Take care, and thanks for watching.